Toys for Tots is a nationally recognized nonprofit organization ran by the United States Marine Corps Reserve that collects and distributes toys to underprivileged children every Christmas. Founded in 1947 by Major Bill Hendricks, he, along with his fellow members of the Reserve, were able to give more than 5,000 gifts that year to children whose parents couldn't afford it. Since then, Toys for Tots has given out more than 652 million gifts to more than 291 million children across the U.S. My guest today is here to discuss her role in this wonderful charity. Please help me welcome Brenda Russell, director of this area's Toys for Tots program. Welcome, Ron and Brenda, to my show. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule. I'm assuming it's very busy this time of year to be a guest on my show today.
This time of year, from October 1st to the end of December, it gets hectic.
Yeah, I would say. So, as I said in the intro, Toys for Tots has been around for many years, since 1947 to be exact.
It began after World War II, when a reserve commander in the California Marine Corps Reserve decided to give toys to the children of the veterans coming home from the war. And in 1947, it was congressionally chartered by an act of Congress, so it has become active ever since 1947.
Yeah, I think that, you know what, that's a hallmark of a solid organization.
Absolutely.
I mean, that many years that, I haven't even been on the earth that long. I think my mom wasn't born until 1949. So that's a really long time. That's 70 some years.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. Tell me how you both got involved with Toys for Tots.
Well, we have a Marine Corps League detachment here in Sevier County that we've been active since 2005. Our original coordinator had an injury in 2013, and Brenda took it over ever since then. So she's going on her 13th year as the coordinator for Toys for Tots.
Wow, that's great. That's great. I'm sure it feels good to do this. There's so much I want to talk to you about how it makes you feel and all that. But before we get to that, I read that Toys for Tots is its own organization that's kind of independent of the United States Marine Corps, but works in conjunction. You guys work in conjunction with them.
We do. We used to be called the Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots, but since the Reserve has been so active in what's going on in the world today, the Commandant took it away from the Reserve and just gave it to the Marine Corps. So now it's just the Marine Corps Toys for Tots.
Yeah, I love that. So, listen, I want to say this, and I told you when you first walked up in your outfit, my dad was a Marine. He served in Vietnam. So if I get a little teared up, I have a soft spot for this particular branch of the military, all military, but this particular branch. And I love the dress blues, and I just love it. And so it kind of does choke me up, to see this outfit. My dad died in 1974, and I have a lot of pictures of him in his uniform. So I think that this time of year, when we see the Marine and the dress blues, it's such a representation of Christmas, and knowing it's like the movie The Christmas Story or It's a Wonderful Life. We've just come to know the Marine and the dress blues as Toys for Tots and part of Christmas. So
yes.
Yeah. How does it make you feel to be a part of this organization?
You want to say something? It's a great organization for you to belong to and for you to participate in. As may have mentioned earlier, from October 1st through December, it gets very chaotic. It gets very stressful because you're trying to find a building with which to bring your toys, separate them by age and gender, and then get ready to distribute them. We have always had a problem for the last 8 years trying to find a particular building every year that we can use, and that's about the most stressful thing, because we have toys coming in, but no place to put them. Yeah. And so that's the most stressful thing. And once the children are signed up and the day of distribution comes, that's kind of where you take a big, deep breath and you look back at the hardships and the stress, and it all disappears.
Yeah. That's like, listen, it's like labor. They say, you know, and it's true. I mean, when you're in labor with having your child, it's like, oh my gosh, I'll never do this again. But as soon as you see the baby, it's like, I want more. So the hard work is definitely worth it. And, you know, listen, to see a smile on a child's face,
Yes.
that's everything. That is everything.
Yes.
So especially at Christmas, the most important day of the year for children or for anybody really.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So you know what? I'm going to be, trying to work with you to find a building. I have been this week. You know, me and Amy, we've been trying to figure out a
Yes.
place you can get to, but I'll dig in a little bit harder and try to find you someplace.
Wonderful. If I can mention one thing, was it 4 years ago, we were at the end of distribution, and we allow people to come in that have not had an opportunity to sign up for their children. And we were all sitting back drinking coffee and hot chocolate, just saying, finally, it's over. And this lady came in, and of course, Brenda went up to her and says, "Do you all need toys?" She says, "No, ma'am." She said, "I've been using Toys for Tots for the last 8 years." He says, "But now I'm on my feet. I can take care of my children. I just want to give you $100 so that you can supply toys."
Oh, wow. You know what? That giving back, that's beautiful. That's a
Yes.
beautiful story. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
You know, I hope that God blesses her 100 times over for
Amen.
that. You know,
Amen.
yeah. So, but so I also read that some of our nation's first ladies have been involved with Toys for Tots, like Barbara Bush, Laura Bush, Melania Trump, Michelle Obama,
Yes.
and now Mrs. Biden. So it's always good to have prominent people
Yes.
who are behind your organization.
Yes.
What is, if you don't mind me asking, who's the most prominent person in this area that you've ever had work with you?
You'll have to answer that one.
The only one we've had was Linda Ogle.
Linda Ogle.
Linda
Okay.
Ogle has been a really big
Oh,
supporter.
she- yes.
She lives
Yeah.
here in Pigeon Forge.
Uh-huh.
And her husband passed away, I forgot how long she said, but she gives us $1,000 at the beginning and gives us $1,000 at the end.
Bless her heart. Yeah.
And she's just an old lady, she's got her dog, and she said she wanted to be support us.
Oh,
Plus,
good.
she supports the Marines too.
Good. Is she part of the Ogle furniture and all that I see?
I
Don't know.
We
Oh,
don't
okay.
know. She goes to a church where one of the guys goes for the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And she's always been a real big support for us.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, you know what? We need those supporters.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes.
Every foundation, every organization, every business needs supporters. I need supporters as far as viewers, you know, because if nobody's watching, then what am I doing?
Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah, we use corporate sponsorship to set the boxes out. I've already distributed 35 boxes, and any corporation out there that wishes to join the foundation, just give Brenda a call, and I'm sure they'll supply the information. And we can deliver as many toy boxes as you'd like to have. And again, we pass them out the beginning of October. We pick them up shortly a week before our distribution, usually around the middle of December.
Yeah. You know what? I see those boxes every year. I see the Toys for Tots boxes. It's a really beautiful thing that you do. So yeah. So like I said in the beginning, you guys have given out, I forget what I said, it's millions and millions, like 652 million toys since you started way back in
Yes.
47.
Yes.
What was your record-breaking year here in this area, if you don't mind me asking?
2000 and,
Wow.
what was it, 19?
19.
19, we gave toys out to 3,500 local children,
Wow.
Yes.
Gosh, that's fantastic.
and we were able to do it.
Oh, good,
Yes.
good. So I'm sure it takes, well, I was going to say I'm sure it takes an army of people, but I'm sure it takes a lot of people to pull that off. How
Yes.
many reserve units do you have in this area that help you?
Just the one reserve unit in Knoxville, but we are not allowed to enter Knox County to do Toys for Tots because we all have our own coordinator.
Okay.
And so we do Sevier, Jefferson, and Cott counties,
That's it.
and we serve those three counties, and that's all we're allowed to do.
That's still pretty great though. Three
Yes.
counties, yeah, and I live in Cotton County. I live in Newport, so yeah. But
That's
so,
where I'm from.
oh, is it? Oh, good, good. I love Newport. Yeah. So, how does somebody, if somebody's watching right now, how would they go about volunteering, or how would they go about like getting involved, or even to donate?
To donate, to volunteer, you would just get in touch with Brenda, and I'm sure they will supply her information, and she will press you forward as to what you have to do and where to go.
Okay, yeah, we'll have all of your information on the
Yes.
screen at the end.
Yeah.
So if, phone number, website, whatever, however people can get in touch with you, because I really want people to get involved and do this, to
So
help.
do we.
Yeah, yeah. So you mentioned you have corporate sponsors. How does somebody become a corporate sponsor? It's the same way?
Same way.
Okay. Okay.
Just
good.
call her.
Okay. Well, good. So I'm sure you've heard Hillary Clinton's famous quote, "It takes a village to raise a child."
Mm-hmm.
She said that for many
Yes.
years, and it really does.
It does.
It takes a whole village to help all children. And I'm really happy that there's people like you who have the heart to do that, the heart for children. And you know what? Even the heart for the parents as well, knowing that there's some people who are in tough spots and who can't
Yes.
buy Christmas presents. It's not all about like the mom and dad don't want to. These people really can't at
Can't.
times, and listen, we've all been there. When my son was little, there was times that we had to scale back, and I was like, make half a list this year instead of a whole list, I mean, because, and times are tough, and now, gas prices, inflation, grocery prices, it's hard. So I'm really happy that you guys have the heart to do that. I just pray that more people, after they see the show, that they would do the same thing. So how does it make you feel, like we talked a minute ago, how does it make you feel on that last day when you're sitting there drinking your coffee and your hot chocolate? Is your heart just overflowing?
Yes. If I can tell one story.
Yeah.
It was really, I'm like you, I'll probably cry, but I'm going to tell it. Usually, there's another lady that helps me. She stays with me till the end. Most of the Marines are older now, and they get tired, so they go home. So me and this other girl, Marcia, we always stay there. So here walked in the door was this lady, old lady. And she knocked, she said, "Are you Brenda?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "My daughter told me to call you." She said, "I just lost my son, and I have 2 grandkids, and I have those 2 grandkids to raise, and I have no money." And she said, I said, "Okay, I can help you." And she said, "Yeah, my granddaughter said you would help me." So she came in there, and I got a garbage bag full, and there was 2 grandkids. I filled them full, and I said, "Hold it just a minute." I said, "Does your kids have any bicycles?" She said, "No, they've never had any." So I went and got 2 bicycles, plus filled those 2 garbage bags for her, and she said, "I don't know what I would have done without you all." It's like, that's why we do it.
Yeah. That's a beautiful story,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's why we do it.
Yeah, it is. That's, you've left me speechless.
Yeah.
So,
I know there's I could tell so many stories, because a lot of the guys, they don't see it. Me and Marcia does, because we stay there until we think it's done.
Yeah.
And even though we say it's from 9 to 5, we're there till 7 or 8 or 9,
Yeah.
whatever it takes. But I have so many grandmothers that is raising their grandkids. And they're just on a fixed income, and they need help. And if Toys for Tots wasn't out there, they said they didn't know what they'd do.
yeah, that's so, it's such a prominent, I don't want to say problem, it's a prominent issue right now. Even as far back as like 20 years ago, you started seeing grandparents start
Yes.
to raise their, and now great grandparents are raising their
Yes,
great grandchildren
they are.
and stuff. So, and they are on those fixed incomes. The Social Security and stuff is not going to buy. That's, I mean, you barely can pay your bills.
There are
So,
a lot of them too proud to come. I mean, not proud, I should say, ashamed to come.
Yeah.
Because they need help.
yeah,
And I say, "Come, I'll wait on you. Just come on, and
Yeah.
I'll wait on you."
yeah.
And I said, "Just come on, we'll help you. We'll
Yeah.
help you this year."
We have to break that stigma of
And
being
they're so
embarrassed.
thankful.
Yes.
You know, and there are some people that's not, but there are a lot of those people that's thankful
Yeah,
out there. And we've been doing it we've been helping with Toys for Tots for the last 25 years, haven't we? But we've really stuck in there.
yeah.
And we're going to stick in there, try, because there's so many people. And another big support I was going to let you know is the electric company in Sevierville.
Wow.
It's not the electric company itself, it's in the employees.
Oh.
Julie, they put so much money in one of these accounts, the employees does, and however much money that she's got left at the end of the year for Christmas, she goes and buys all of our bicycles.
Wow.
She's been buying anywhere from 100,
120.
200
125
every year.
last year.
Wow.
The employees
Oh my
gets
goodness.
however much money she's got, she gets with Walmart, and I think last year we got $178.
Oh my God! And you know what? That's not cheap either. A bicycle is like, I don't know. It's been a year since I bought one, but they're like $75 or something. Yeah.
And, they give them a little bit discount there, but those employees has been doing this for the last 10 years.
8 years that I know.
8 or
of, yeah.
10 years for us, and they've always, one year they didn't get maybe 154, but because the bikes went up, but
Yeah, but
it still, it helps so much when
Yeah.
when they do that.
that's fantastic. You know what? The Lord loves people who bless children and old people.
Yes,
That
yes.
If you can take care of children and widows and elderly people, that's, God will give back and bless
And
you.
don't be ashamed to call us and ask us for help, because
Yeah.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Listen, there's programs like, I love that, that we have government programs that help people who are struggling,
Yes.
but where that ends, we have organizations like
Yes.
you guys and other organizations that pick up and take up that slack, and
Yes.
there's no shame in asking
No.
for help. There is
Sure.
absolutely no shame.
No,
So
we're not. I mean, I've helped so many people that didn't want to come, and I kept saying, come on, we'll be here, we'll wait on you. Just come on, don't be ashamed. There ain't a whole lot of people here, they won't see you. We don't tell people who people is. That's one thing we do not do. That's what we're here to help them.
yeah,
That's why we get out there and work so hard.
yeah, and also your pride should take a back seat to what your children need.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So like,
The guys, they set up at Bass Pro.
oh, okay,
They
yeah.
do they set up there for us, twice a year?
Well, when we have a fundraiser throughout the year, from October through December, all the fundraisers that we raise goes to our Toys for Tots.
Oh, good, good. Well, listen, I want to thank you again for coming on the show today. This is a very
Appreciate you.
important cause, very,
Yeah.
very important, to me and to millions of people. I
Yeah.
mean, that's evident. It's been around
Yes.
for 75 years, I guess, or
Yes.
76 years. It's a long
Yes.
time. So, but I really appreciate you guys coming, and I hope that my show can get involved with you guys and that we can
Yes.
start doing things with you moving forward. So,
Amen.
Yeah.
We really appreciate everything everybody
Everything,
does for
yes,
us.
yeah,
we do.
thank you.
We really
So-
appreciate it.
So thank you guys for tuning in today. I know that this story has touched your heart like it has touched mine. If you want to volunteer, become a sponsor, all the information will be on the screen at the end of the show. And tune in again next week for another exciting guest. And remember to always dream big, because those big dreams, they really do come true.